It
Hey,
appears
everybody,
we're live.
welcome. We are live. But by the way, it is a sad day. Yesterday, comedian Gilbert Gottfried passed away. Gilbert was a unique and hilarious voice, and even on this show, he has made a few appearances. This is extra sad. This is extra sad because Gilbert did have two young children. He did leave them financially secure, as for a long time he had Aflac. Oh, there you go. Hey, Steve.
Okay.
Steve, bring
I
yourself
think
in.
this is where I take over.
Take over.
Thank you, Brad. Hi, everybody. Before we start tonight's virtual comedy show, I would like to share a few thoughts on the passing of Gilbert Gottfried 2 days ago. I was really devastated by this news. I knew he was getting older, but I did not realize how sick he was, or maybe I just didn't want to realize it. And he was very important to me, as many of you know. So as sometimes happens when you're me, I sat down at the piano and an actual song came out. So, and then I made a video, all of this in one day. So I'm going to share that with you now. But first, if you watch the virtual comedy show regularly, you know that in the past few months, I've become rather obsessed with Gilbert to the point where I've been listening to his podcast so much. And I've noticed when he would sing, I would find it just so hilarious. So we made it a segment a couple of months ago called When Did Gilbert Come In?, where we made a game of trying to figure out exactly when Gilbert came in with his dulcet tones. And at first it went over pretty well. Here's a little bit of the first one when he was singing with Kenny Loggins on Gilbert's podcast.
When did Gilbert come in? When did Gilbert come in?
Fernando?
I'll hit the ceiling, or else I'll tear up this town. Now I gotta cut loose, cut loose.
And I found that pretty damn funny. And so we thought, hey, maybe this will be a new segment because he sang pretty regularly on his podcast. But then it turned out nothing worked quite as well as that first one. At one point we tried to say, we retooled it and made it, what if Gilbert had major head trauma? Well, that didn't work out at all. So then after a few tries, we decided it was just time to let it go. So we had made a ceremony of firing Gilbert from this show.
When did Gilbert get canned? When did Gilbert get canned?
Yeah.
Bitch!
And we thought that would be it. But then a few weeks ago, it was our 100th show. And unbeknownst to Brad, I got on that Cameo thing and paid some money to get Gilbert to congratulate us for our 100th show. And that was pretty special. It went like this.
When did Gilbert congratulate us? When did Gilbert congratulate us?
I'd like to congratulate Brad and Steve on 2 fabulous years together. And no one, especially me, Gilbert Gottfried, thought they could hold this together for 2 weeks, let alone 2 years. But I am very happy to be proven wrong.
When did Gilbert congratulate us? When did Gilbert congratulate us? Bitch!
Hey, somebody's got the TV on behind you. Whoever is watching the TV right now, please turn it down.
I got him.
Okay, thank you very much. So anyway,
Oh, now it's back.
where was I? Oh, yes. I'm really glad we did all that. I'm not realizing how sick Gilbert was. I feel like it's kind of a special thing that in his last couple of weeks, we were part of his life for the time he took to shoot that 30-second video for a couple $100. And maybe I made all these dumb videos for a reason. Maybe this is all part of something. So here's the song I came up with. We love you, Gilbert. Hang on. I don't think I shared that properly. Hang on. I want to get this right. I screwed it up.
Somebody still has their TV on. I can't find him.
Whoever's got your TV on, please turn your TV off. You're watching a show right now. Gosh darn it. All right, here we go.
We love you, Gilbert. I hope you know. We hear you, Gilbert. Where did you go? Knowing you went a little too far. That's who you are. Dear Gilbert, please come back. We miss your voice. We miss your quack. What will we do without your amazing colossal podcast? aristocrat.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you can hear the sound of my voice. Forgive me if my voice is muffled. And if all else fails, remember, good people, blame it on the Jews.
Oh, Gilbert, this time you've gone too far.
Of course, it had to be you who died, and not Dice or Dennis Millar. Ugh.
Just kidding, but you knew that. That's who you are. You've gone much too far.
Thank you, good night.
Since 2020, we've done plenty of virtual comedy shows online, and though the virus is slowing, we'll keep going, because we've still got lots of hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin.
Hello, and welcome to Virtual Comedy Show. Here are some etiquette guidelines for Virtual Comedy Show. Please arrive 15 minutes early. Please be quiet, except for laughing. We've been a Zoom meeting civilization for 2 dang years. You know the drill. Just be polite. We would like to see your face as part of the audience. Let's be social, not just distant. So get comfortable, plan to laugh, but not heckle, and let's make our semi-quarantine world a bit more normal for a little while. Thanks, and enjoy the Virtual Comedy Show.
It's the Virtual Comedy Show, starring Brad Tassell and Steve Goodie. Tonight, Brad and Steve welcome comedian
Pete Wolynec,
plus funny songs from
Randy Brooks.
and a Patti melt from Patti Vasquez.
Not in that order.
And much more. Now, please welcome Brad Tassell.
Hey, everybody, welcome. Hey, by the way, I muted everybody there for a second, so if you want to, unmute yourself, and we'll see who's got the TV on, is what we'll do. So welcome. Steve, that was a lovely tribute, everybody. Let's hear it for Steve and his tribute.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Well done, Steve.
That was very nice.
Steve,
Well
good
done.
job.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, Gilbert was one of the greats, and it was nice that he thought that Steve and I were a couple. That was the best part. He thought we were dating for 2 years. Because it cost more if he thought it was corporate. So that's amazing. So welcome.
right.
Welcome to Peter. We, of course, love Randy. And now let's just jump in because so much has happened this week. I can't even get over it. First of all, did you see this? A bus full of immigrants seeking asylum in the U.S. arrived in Washington, D.C. Who saw that? Sent by Texas Governor Greg Rights for White Dudes Only Abbott in a publicity stunt to show that immigrants are impossible to deal with. Oh, yeah. And horror of horrors, they were all processed immediately and placed until their immigration proceedings. So they had no problem whatsoever dealing with them. It's almost like the only crisis at the border is that Abbott is more of a Costello.
Oh!
By the way, Press Secretary Jen Psaki thanked the outgoing governor, let's hope, for showing how easy it is to give immigrants a legal pathway to citizenship, and will make sure to send them right back to Texas when the ink on their green card dries. Benvenuto a casa. So there you go for Mexico City. Oh, okay. Next, hey, here's amazing news. You're all going to love this. Britney Spears is pregnant. Come on, everybody. Britney
For her.
just 5 months after getting her court-ordered IUD removed, she and fiancé Sam Asghari, do y'all know Sam Asghari, are excited for the new addition to the family. Now, they are working on names right now, as Gari is leaning on retirement plan. I think that's the name he's going. Because now they're connected forever, no matter how much he steals. Okay, be ready. Be ready for the fashion accessory of 2021 and 2020 to come roaring back. The mask, everybody. Although, Steve, you're still wearing the mask, aren't you, mostly?
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Darn right I am.
So some colleges are bringing back indoor masking, and airports and transportation are extending the mask mandates through May 3rd. Omicron 2B or not 2B is out. well, it's actually BA2, and cases are rising all over the country. There are some good things, though. Good news, less hospitalizations, right? Less severe cases. Plus, Karens and truckers haven't gotten to scream about anything in weeks. Here they come, Target. There you go. Okay. Russia has changed its tactics and is now going to attack in the south and east of Ukraine in a move they're calling Stop Losing. Okay, so Russia's losing is what they're doing. Okay. Oh, here's some news. Oh my gosh, everybody. I'm going to go quick today because of the tribute. We've had fun. We've had fun with Trump. We have all of his lying and misinformation and grifting and stealing from taxpayers and Russian toadying. And we kid Donnie, but now it's getting serious as our little floppy-haired orange Beelzebub might not be in as good a health as we think. He might not be the 6'7", 240-pound body of iron muscle that are on his Rube's flags. He just might not be this. And by the way, they're not a cult. They're not a cult, by the way. Although, anyway, so Doughboy Donnie said this, you never know when the doctor might send you a letter saying, come see me again. Did you see that? Yeah. I know when this happens, it's 1972. That's when this happens, that you get a letter from your doctor. And if this letter is coming to Trump, I'll tell you this, though. If this letter is coming to Trump, it's the first time I'm glad he hired Louis DeJoy. Trump will never get it. Okay. Here's the one I'm worried about. A Florida high school senior was accepted into 27 universities, including MIT, Harvard, and Stanford. Plus, he got $4 million in scholarships. Anybody see this? Wow. Is that amazing? On hearing the news, 4 girls from his high school are working on their promposals and getting off the pill. Also, 3 guys are doing the same because it's 2022 and all love is beautiful. That's right. Okay. So may the best person entrap this young man. Okay. Hey, wow, here's fun. A January 6th rioter, Dustin Thompson, does that name ring a bell? He testified that he thought he was being given a presidential order to attack the Capitol by Trump when Donnie said his followers should fight like hell. Did everybody see that? Yeah. Now, Trump's lawyers say that the insurrectionists ran off before hearing the end of the speech. Trump's speech said, fight like hell, to get him a double quarter pounder with cheese. See, that was the difference. Because that line at the DC McDonald's is fierce. What? I'm sorry, I don't give anybody a chance to talk anymore. I just go through these quick, don't I? I apologize. I just want to get it done. I want to get under 10 today. So, because Patty's, she's got things to do and got to go find her mom. Actor Eddie Deason. I think I'm saying his name right. Who knows who that is?
Nope.
Nope.
No, sorry.
Nope. Actor Eddie Deason, who played Eugene in the movie Grease. Yep. Was arrested for breaking into a nursing home. Yeah. Hey, there's worse things he could do. There are worse things he could do. He has been arrested 3 times. That one took a long time for 4 people to understand. He has been arrested 3 times in the last 2 years. He has been arrested once for throwing plates at police in a restaurant. 3 times. That's sad, I know. His family says he has mental issues and is hopelessly devoted to booze.
Oh.
Boo. Boo is the correct response. Okay.
Booze.
Booze. Oh, hopelessly devoted to boo. A protester.
Jokes need to go by like lightning.
Yes. They're not going to. I'm slowing down, so shut up. Okay, here we go. Let's take a break and then have 5 more. Here we go. A protester in Minnesota stopped the Timberwolves game by trying to glue herself to the court. Anybody see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
She ran out and tried to glue herself to the court during the game. She was protesting. She was protesting the treatment of chickens by the team's owner and chicken farmer, Glenn Taylor, who burned a large number of chickens alive when they contracted bird flu. That's kind of sad, isn't it?
Yeah.
On hearing this story, I'm hungry, said actual Timberwolves.
Chicken.
By the way, I was going to close that joke by saying they were playing the Clippers, and she never got hooked to the 4 because they snipped her up. But the Clipper is a ship. Okay. I don't know what a Clipper was. Here you go. Oh, hey.
Now you know.
2 things on this. A Twitter engineer who was one of the creators of the retweet button said that he regrets that function of Twitter because it essentially gave a loaded weapon to a 4-year-old. Yeah. Because it makes it instantaneous to pass on misinformation and hate without feeling responsibility. Yeah. Gimme, 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 said Trump. Gimme. Donnie wanna shooty. Wow, did y'all see the Brooklyn, they caught the Brooklyn subway shooter. Frank James is in custody for the Brooklyn subway smoke grenade attack and for shooting 10 people because, do you know why? Because he called in a tip to Crime Stoppers about himself.
Yep.
He did. He called Crime Stoppers about himself and they caught him. There were 29, but the good news is there were 29 injuries in the attack, but nobody has life-threatening injuries. Isn't that nice?
That's good.
And now, what happened was James was confused when the police caught him. He said, "I meant to say Jesse." James. Okay. We're going a long way for that one. Hey, luckily
Did he glue himself to anything?
Hey, I'm going to skip the 3rd one. Here we go. Elon Musk. Elon Musk is trying to buy Twitter for $41.3 billion. Who saw that? $41.3 billion in cash. He will rename it Titter. Did you see that? He will take the W out, rename it Titter, and then suck out all the last bits of integrity.
Yep.
Okay. Russia. I'm just going to wait on that one. Okay. Russia has sanctioned 398 members of Congress. Did you see that? 398. Yeah. Whoops, there goes their spring break Airbnb in Siberia. Okay. Hey, I bet no one knows this news. Bam Margera. Anybody even know that name? Bam Margera.
Jackass.
That's right.
Jackass.
Wow, that is amazing.
Wow.
Bam Margera has settled. How do you know that?
Do we look that old?
Yes, you do.
I'm sorry.
You look extra old. Okay, here we go.
I froze Brad with a bell.
Am I frozen?
Never know.
Yes, that's my. It says I'm unstable. Am I? Okay, I'm back.
He's back.
Here we go. Listen up. I've only got a minute left. Bam Margera has settled a lawsuit against Johnny Knoxville.
Well, you are again.
Am I stuck?
Brad.
Am I off? Testing. Am I back?
What a look. Keep going.
Am I on?
Nice tongue.
Can you hear me or not?
We can hear you.
Okay, then stop it. Let me finish.
You're moving.
I think Brad's on the Moscow.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. Oh my God. Putin has got our feed.
Sort of.
Oh God. That's it. Okay. Listen. Shut up. Everybody stop. I'm going to say it anyway. Bam Margera has settled a lawsuit against Johnny Knoxville, MTV, and the Jackass franchise, saying that he was forced to sign an agreement by psychological torture. He hopes the torture can stop. Steve, can you hear me? Ah, crap.
Sort of. Keep going. You're doing great.
Well, then stop saying you can't hear me. He said he hopes the torture can stop so he can be part of Jackass 4, where he is excited to be thrown off a building while on fire with a venomous spider in his mouth. But it was, see, nobody gets the joke when you don't do it right. Okay. Yay! You know what? I'm going to do the rest at the end of the show. Go bring Patti up. Since I'm
going to bring Patti in. Hi, Patti. I'm going to get rid of Brad. It's Patti, everybody.
Get rid of it. Take my frozen butt out of here.
Hola, a Mexico.
Unmute yourself, Patti.
You got to unmute yourself, Patti.
Oh, but there's traffic right now. Go ahead.
Gotcha, okay. All right, we're gonna do your intro music, and while Brad gets himself unglued from a basketball court, here we go.
It's time for a Patti Melt with Patti Vasquez, Patti Vasquez.
From global conflicts to greenhouse gases, the folks refusing to wear masks says,
And politicians getting caught grabbing asses.
she's melting down. It's a Patti Vasquez, Patti Melt
from Mexico City.
There's so much to melt down about, but before I get started, I also I had the honor and pleasure of meeting Gilbert Gottfried years ago. I used to have a segment called the Celebrity Petting Zoo. A long story about how that started, but essentially I would ask celebrities if I could pet them and film myself petting them, and they would whatever the reaction was, and I would say thank you for letting me pet you. And Gilbert, he was in the lobby of WGN Radio, and I asked him, he goes, "You want to pet me? That's new." Sure. So it was so funny. The video is on my own personal Facebook page. I think I put it on my Patti V Show page. He was sweet, and what's really remarkable is seeing how many comics have wonderful stories about him. Servers from comedy clubs around the country, and that doesn't happen every time we learn about comedians passing. And I'm very good friends with Louis Black, and I want to call him, but I know he'll be angry with me. Like, what are you calling me for? You think I'm gonna die next? So, I want to call him, but I also don't want to make him angry because I don't know if you know this about him, but he gets angry. So a little bit. I am in Kaihoakan. Now, I did not stay in my a little more quiet B&B. I am out in the corner. It is the beginning of the Holy Weekend. A lot of people are off work and they're coming to this neighborhood to celebrate. So it's a little loud. I'm hoping that we can get this through before the traffic picks up again. My mom is gone. This is the third time on this trip that we've lost my mom. I'm also out here because this is the path that she would probably be walking down, this street right here. She's walking with a cane. She couldn't have gotten too far. The first time we lost her was at a museum. We eventually found her because thankfully she wasn't going to go anywhere. She doesn't know how to use Uber. But the other day on Tuesday, she wanted to stay around the area, and we came back. And I think that something had gotten under her skin about me and Griffin, that she felt that we were being disrespectful. So she left and didn't tell us where she was. And so we had to wander around this neighborhood. And we actually found her on a park bench in the plaza. Griffin and I both apologized for whatever grievance she felt whatever slight it was, and that was all fine. And then last night something happened. Let's not get into it, but she's gone. All I'm saying is my mother is gone, and so again, she can't get that far. Her things are in our room, so I know she's somewhere nearby, and it's fine. It's totally fine, and I don't know what to do next. It's fine. She'll be back. She doesn't answer her phone. Hi, is she coming? Can she hear me? No. Okay. So, but here's the other reason. Here's the other reason that I have to. I don't know about anybody else, but when I get anxious, I get like that fight or flight thing, so I'm a little bit nervous. And here's the problem with that reaction. I don't know how many people have been in certain parts of Mexico. Okay, let me put it this way. How do I explain? On Monday, our toilet started backing up. And I told the owner, we're having our toilets a little slow. He goes, "Well, you haven't been flushing toilet paper, have you?" And I was like, what else would what? And he said, "I told you to put the paper in the basket." And I was like, "Yeah, I thought you meant like garbage." And he goes, "No, I meant the toilet paper." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna need you to be a little more specific. You actually need to say, after you wipe yourself, don't flush it, put it in the garbage can." Hey folks, here's a little secret about parts of Mexico. You can't what? And it's not just in the place we're staying. Like, now I finally realized everywhere I went, there was like a bucket, like a full bucket. I'm like, wow, people use a lot of like Kleenex in the stalls. No, they don't. What? This seems like a flaw. I don't care how beautiful your pyramids are. Fix your plumbing. So I'm sorry, but after 50 years, like that's an automatic thing that I just do. That isn't like, I mean, I say every time I go, I'm like, don't forget to throw it away. Don't forget to throw it away. Guess what I do? I flush it every time. So guess what's happened for the second time this week? I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure he loves us. And I'm sure he will never have us back. This is going to be one of those things where the guest is going to be reviewed. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Okay, everyone. I have to go find my mommy. This is not good. I love you all. Come to Mexico City. Just don't flush.
Before you go, Patty, I just want you to know, I think I may have to update your opening music instead of politicians grabbing asses, because it might be you trying to figure out what to do after you wipe yours. I don't know.
Yes, exactly.
We'll
I don't know. Hey,
maybe not. I'm not getting a good reaction.
You're not wrong.
Where could your mom go?
There's a plaza, the center of Cayoacan, and that's where she was the other day when she walked away, and she just wanted to be alone for a while. So, but Griffin and I weren't with her all day, so I don't know if like something got worked up. You know, sometimes your mind gets away from you, and you feel like I need more. I don't know what happened, so I have to go find her. Is my mom? I think she's emotional. I think she gets emotional when she comes back to Mexico. Every time we come here, we fight every single time. Oh, really? She doesn't feel like I'm appreciating it enough. Oh, every single time. So, not anything like we do at home. This is like, it's very unique. And now it's worse because she gets mad at Griffin, and I'm like, lay off of him so that it gets worse. It's fun. It's fun. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Oh my God.
I'm fine.
Man,
that's all right. I'm gonna go find my mommy.
Okay, go
bye,
find
Patty.
your
Thank you very much.
Patty. Bye, Patty. Good luck.
Love you all. Thank you.
Yes, okay. I hope she finds her mom. So, hey, is your top 10 list about her mom?
Maybe it should be. Yeah.
Okay. Play your little
notified.
thing. Do your intro. Let's see it.
Little thing. That's right. It's time for the top 10, and nobody has mentioned taxes yet. It is tax week. Technically, tomorrow is when taxes are due, but actually they're letting us go till Monday. Ooh, thank you so much. So tonight, our top 10 category is top 10 surprises from the IRS this year. Oh boy, everybody likes surprises. Here we go. Number 10. Satan may declare Mitch McConnell a dependent. Number 9. Putin may declare Ukraine a loss.
Here's hoping.
Number 8. Ukraine may declare Putin a...
The beep is back.
Number 7. We may all declare Ketanji Brown Jackson's new job a capital gain. Number 6. Lindsey Graham may declare himself a Supreme Court jester and a tremendous capital loss.
Ouch.
Number 5. Here we go. Everyone may declare Marjorie Taylor Greene a crybaby and an idiot and a traitor and a litigious, sanctimonious, hypocritical piece of crap.
Yes.
How do you feel?
Yeah.
Number 4. Donald Trump puts the gross in adjusted gross income, and I, for one, would like to deduct his face.
Yay.
Yes.
Number 3. Will Smith may take a personal exemption for his new family card game, Slapples to Slapples. Yeah, fine. Sorry. Matt Gaetz will be pedophiling early. Anything else for that? All right, fine. And the number 1 surprise from the IRS this year: I demand a refund of Gilbert Gottfried.
That was great. What are taxes?
Thanks. Yeah.
I don't do that.
They're the things you get on a boat and go to the Caribbean to avoid.
That's right. Yeah, I'm in the Caribbean. I don't pay taxes. Let's see if Pete pays taxes. Let's add Pete. Hi, that's Pete, everybody. Let's say hi.
Hi, Pete.
Hi, Pete.
Hi, everybody. Is it my turn?
No, well, it'll be your turn after we play your intro and then talk.
Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. You're out of order, but we can do it this way.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Wait.
Technically, it'll be the musical guest. And
wait a
to play the
minute.
musical guest intro.
Wait
a minute.
Okay. Steve, do you want to do it this way? I brought Pete up because we moved Patty and it screwed me up.
If you'll chat with him for a second, I will put his intro in place.
Okay. Hey, Pete, you're from Louisville. Did you grow up there?
I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, but I live in Louisville, Kentucky now. And I just got to excuse myself really quick here. I feel like I'm crashing a party where everybody's friends with each other.
Well, I would say we are. Yeah, that's true.
I feel like a drug mule that showed up at the wrong house.
No, you're the actor hired to entertain our friends.
Yeah, it's
Look
about
at it
normal.
that way.
Okay.
You're the actor
I'm ready.
getting very little money, if any, to entertain our friends.
Well, I'm used to that. You know, I'm in comedy.
Oh, good. All right. Well, Steve, you ready?
I'm ready. Here we go.
All right,
Intro music.
You're ready, and you're going to talk.
It's time for our big headliner. Got some funny jokes to say. Oh, do a 10-minute set headliner. Man, I'm so glad that it's Thursday. Yeah.
Pete Wolynec.
All right. Hi, everybody. I live in Louisville, Kentucky, and I made an interesting discovery just the other day. I was driving down one of the main streets here, and I saw that there was a Chipotle right next door to a Taco Bell. And I thought that was fantastic. You can, like, choose on the spot how explosive you want your diarrhea to be. Mild, hot Diablo, or locally sourced. Really beautiful. Yeah, by the way, I didn't set out to look like white trash Robert Downey Jr., so. Oh, some of you are picking up on that. Okay. Yeah, that's where the similarity ends. He's Iron Man. I've lived in aluminum trailers. Iron Man can fly. I've got a vertical leap of 4 feet. Now, Robert Downey Jr., he's a rich actor who can afford really good rehab. The only rehab I'd be able to afford is a 1980s poster of Nancy Reagan with the slogan, "Just Say No." Yeah. I have to, like, stare at it until the impulse goes away. I've been told I look a little bit like Robert Downey Jr., but I've also been told I look like Butthead from Beavis and Butthead.
Oh.
Yeah, what a spectrum that is, huh?
Yeah.
You want to know something? There are no women that are looking for that package. There's no woman out there going, well, my perfect guy is a cross between Iron Man and a mentally afflicted cartoon character. Doesn't help to have thick eyebrows either. They say that guys with thick eyebrows are sexy. Yeah, if you're George Clooney. If this makes me look like I'm related to Sam the Eagle from the Muppets. And it's my mom's fault, too. She was in Western Europe right after World War II. Like, it would have killed her to find a tall, blonde Swedish guy to get married to instead of my actual dad, who was half a hedgehog. Oh. She wanted a green card, so she wasn't picky. Yeah, so that DNA combination doesn't exactly make me the most handsomest man in the world. I think on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd be a women's prison 5.
Oh.
And a men's prison 11.
Oops.
I get weird compliments. This is something I can't get my head around. I was getting my teeth cleaned the other day. The dental hygienist tells me in a very excited tone of voice, "Ooh, you've got really good saliva flow."
That's awkward.
What do you do with that? What? Well, there's lots more where that came from.
Yeah.
Frustrating. I asked her out. She said no because she was into guys with good cash flow. Yeah, I was getting some blood work done a couple of weeks ago, and the nurse says I've got good veins. What do you do with that? That's useless. She might as well just tell me, "Oh, you've got nice knuckles."
Yes.
Completely pointless. No, I've been told also that I have kind of a good voice. Again, not a compliment, because that basically means the person who said that, who issued that compliment, gave me the once-over and decided my voice was the only thing about me worth complimenting. One person actually told me my voice was rich and deep. Again, upsetting because the rest of me isn't. I've been told that I've got a sexy voice. Again, not a compliment because a voice can only be sexy if you're saying sexy things. You know, you can't come off like with a nicely modulated deep voice and say, "Hey, I just saved 50% on car insurance." I can't go to somebody in a sexy deep voice. "Hey, does this look infected?" It doesn't work. And I've been told I should be in radio because I've got that kind of radio voice. Radio is a dying medium. You know, you might as well be telling me, "Oh, good voice. You should be a town crier." They're hiring at Colonial Williamsburg. I do want to share a milestone with you guys. I'm finally making more money at comedy than I did selling plasma.
You got good game.
Yeah, $10 more. Let's not get excited. Anybody in the room here ever sell plasma by applause? Anybody? All right, one person. Everybody else, highfalutin crowd. Really? We're not garbage people. We shop at Target.
I'm not allowed to. I can't.
Here's a little something you didn't know about plasma centers. They're not legally allowed to say they buy plasma. So what they do is they say they're paying you for your time, donating the plasma. Yep. And that's the only time in life that ever works. No, I can't go, "Well, officer, I was paying that woman for her time." Did I finish that, Brad? You know the joke, or you heard the joke.
Finish it.
Finish it? Okay. Yeah, paying that woman for her time. She donated the blowjob. By the way, I did mention I am originally from Detroit, Michigan, and I live in the South now. And people down here, they make these assumptions based on me being from Michigan. I get this a lot. "Well, you must be used to the cold weather." It's not true. It's like me going, "Oh, you're from Mississippi? You must be used to illiteracy." To be fair, 50th educationally. Too soon? What? But living in the South, this is where I first discovered the Waffle House restaurant chain, or what I call Confederate Denny's.
Oh, Lordy.
Yeah. Do you know that most of the things on a Waffle House menu you can eat without teeth? That's why meth heads love it so much. I forget scattered, smothered, and covered, more like gummed and swallowed. They catch them in there at 4:30 in the morning. All you burgers for good. Sketchy places there, Waffle House, man. I got to tell you, you can walk into any Waffle House in the South and just yell out, "I have a warrant for your arrest." Half the customers going for the exit. Big pile of ankle monitors by the door.
Oh no.
And here's something else that baffles me too. Anytime you see a Waffle House sign when you're driving on the highway, there's always letters burned out in the sign. It's really annoying. The other night I was on the highway, I saw a Waffle Ho.
Waffle
Oh,
House.
sure.
What letters were missing?
My first time at a Waffle House was a trip. I ordered eggs and it came with a side of grits. I put some jelly in the grits. Ooh, big mistake. Everybody in the place is looking at me like I just blew my nose in Dale Earnhardt's hat. You know what it feels like to be the weird one in a Waffle House?
Oh, dear.
I got the hell out of there before I became scattered, smothered, and slaughtered. Crazy, but you know what? People down here, I like the South. It's home of one of my favorite origin stories, NASCAR. Moonshiners souping up their cars to outrun the cops. back in the 30s and 40s. You know, they start racing each other on the weekends for fun. Eventually it turns into this huge mainstream, nationally accepted sport. Kind of the same way smoking weed became competitive eating. And people in the South absolutely love their religion. They're like totally crazy about it, which is fine. Whatever it takes to get you through your day, it's cool. You know, whatever works. But they love to come to your door on a Saturday morning at like 8 a.m. and knock and wake you up, basically wanting you to try. They're trying to recruit you. That's a problem for me because I like staying up till 6 o'clock on weekends, which is kind of a bummer. Just like it happened like a couple of weekends ago. You know, I'm asleep. Come to the door. Have you accepted Jesus Christ into your life?
Oh my God.
Totally annoying. I wanted to come to this guy's house at 3 a.m. Hey, have you accepted Jack Daniels into your life? It seems like it's always Christian religions that do that, knocking on your door, going door to door, trying to recruit you. Muslims never do that. Muslims never go to your door. You like virgins but hate pork? That's it for me, everybody. My timer just went off. I got my 10 minutes out of it.
Hey, let's hear it, everybody!
Nice job, Pete. Where can we find you, Pete, if we need to hire you or hear more jokes or have the current jokes explained?
I'm at Facebook. Just look me up on my last name. I'm probably going to be one of maybe 2 people named Wolynec, and look at my face, you know which one it is. On Instagram, I'm on Twitter. That's about it right now. And you know, if you want to hire me for a gig, by all means, I'm available. You can message me either Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook.
Awesome.
Well, we think you're incredibly sexy, so don't be down on yourself.
We do.
Well, thank you very much, Brad, but you're not my type.
I tried so many times. Too. Yeah.
Food.
You don't like the Miss Doubtfire look, is what you're saying. So, but
they like the gumming thing,
especially up close, well lit. It was very nice. Yeah, some good saliva flow.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get rid of you now. Thank you, sir.
All right, I'll do it.
Come on, everybody.
Get rid of him. Oh, you did. You got rid of him. So
I did.
And now, out of order.
Yeah.
Can you find
You're
him?
out of order. Everything's out of order.
Wait, I found
it's
him.
all Patty's fault.
I found him.
Got him? All right, bring him on in.
Guess who
it's
it is?
Randy Brooks.
It's Randy Brooks. Famous Randy
Hi,
Brooks.
Randy.
It's the all Louisville show. I was born and raised in Louisville.
Holy cow.
Oh, wow.
All right, then.
I drove a lot of
intro
bridge
music.
once.
I left when Pete got there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here's you know the deal. We're gonna do some intro music. Then you're gonna play a song. Then I've got to answer your song somehow, and then you'll do another song. All good?
Go for it.
Here we go.
It's our musical guest, Gonna sing something funny and then Steve will play something in between. Our musical guest, It's time for our musical guest, Randy Brooks.
All right. Patti mentioned it's Holy Week. It's also the start of the baseball season. I thought, what's appropriate? Life is just a baseball game, and most folks play to win. But you won't ever get to first if you're wallowing in sin. You'll never make the team if you don't lead a Christian life. If you've been making love, my friend, she'd better be your wife. Will you be ready at the plate when Jesus throws the ball? Will your life be an infield fly or a base hit off the wall? No sinner's ever happy when he hears that umpire's call. Will you be ready at the plate when Jesus throws the ball? Will you be in condition on the day you get the call? Or have you broken training rules with drugs and alcohol? If you can't play the game, you will be sent down to the minors, where Satan is the manager, and it ain't in North Carolina. Will you be ready at the plate when Jesus throws the ball? Will your life be an infield fly or a base hit off the wall? No sinner ever happy when he hears that umpire's call. Will you be ready at the plate when Jesus throws the ball? Hallelujah, brothers and sisters. Did you always think the initials RBI stood for roguish bawdy inclinations? When someone mentions the immortal Babe, do you think they're talking about Raquel Welch? And if I were to walk up to you right now and say Raleigh fingers, I bet you'd think I meant a rash transmitted by means of petting. Well, brothers and sisters, you're in trouble, and what you need is my pamphlet describing the road to salvation. It's entitled The Fall of the Roman Empire, and special operators are standing by right now to take your call. The number is spelled out in chewing gum on the back of your monitors, and if you hurry and call before midnight tomorrow night, we'll send you absolutely free an autographed photo of Clayton Kershaw in the showers. Now, all you have to do is send us 3 bills. We don't care what currency, but we do ask in the interest of ecumenicalism that no 2 of those bills be of the same denomination. Your pamphlet will come to you colorfully wrapped in either a red or a white stock, and good news for you vegans, the pamphlet is made of recycled kale. Now, ask yourself this question. Have your morals gone on strike? Do you direct foul language at the folks that you don't like? And would you rather steal than base your life on something fair? And do you stay at home or go out swinging everywhere? Will you be ready at the plate when Jesus throws the ball? Will your life be an infield fly or a base hit off the wall? No sinner ever happy when he hears that umpire's call. Will you be ready? Don't sing along because of the time delay on Zoom. Will you be ready at the plate when Jesus throws the ball? Will your life be an infield fly or a base hit off the wall? No sinner's ever happy when he hears that umpire's call. Will you be ready at the plate when Jesus throws the ball? Will you be ready at the plate when Jesus throws the ball?
Wow.
Yay!
That was tremendous.
Fantastic.
Wow. What
Brilliant.
in the world could I follow that with? Actually, many ideas occurred to me as you progressed. The kale thing particularly made me think of something. And also also marital infidelity. That's a rich field there. But I think the fact that you mentioned Christianity and kale leads us to what can only be the one perfect song. A parody of one of your songs written by our dear departed Pam Belford, which I will have to read off the screen because I don't got it memorized. So everybody feel free to sing along without making any sound. Grandpa got run over by a hybrid walking through the Whole Foods parking lot. Dang, he said that engine sure is quiet. And that turned out to be his final thought. The driver did not see him coming till through the windshield Grandpa sailed. She said, at first she thought what hit her was just a giant flying cursing bag of kale. See kale? Soon the whole town was a Twitter with the cautionary tale, speculating in a whisper, should the driver or the car be sent to jail? Everybody, without making any noise. Grandpa got run over by a hybrid walking through the Whole Foods parking lot. Dang, he said that engine sure is quiet as he dropped 3 bags of soy milk that he just bought. The coroner said that Grandpa's arteries were squeaky clean. Squeaky clean! He went so far as to declare him the healthiest dead guy he'd ever seen. They interviewed my Uncle Buddy on the local news at 10. He said, well, yeah, we're gonna miss him, but that's the way he would have wanted to have went. Wait, what? Huh? I'm scrolling down. Grandpa got run over by a hybrid. Oh, I can hear you, though I can't hear you. Walking through the Whole Foods parking lot. Dang, he said that engine sure is quiet. Quiet as the hydroponic farm that he just bought. I hope you're ready, Brad. Grandma said it was ironic as we laid him in his grave. Take it, Grandma.
If he'd have just come with us to Sonic, he'd still be here with us today.
Grandpa got run over by a hybrid walking through the Whole Foods parking lot. Dang, he said that engine sure is quiet.
Everybody.
And that turned out to be his final thought. You know, that's the first for me. I've never sung a parody of a song to the person who wrote the original song.
and the music of the yes, and we miss Pam.
Yes, we miss Pam very much.
And
One more from you, please, sir.
And we do miss our friend Pam Belford, who wrote that.
Very much so.
Very much. My friends Karen and Steve are on here. Nice to see
Karen
you.
and Steve.
Yeah. So, all right, you did a parody of a grandma song to my melody. So I can't use that melody. So let me do a grandma song to a parody of someone else's melody. And don't want to do a Christmas song because it's Easter week. So let's.
We're going to need to see all this paperwork.
All right. Grandma got run over. She'd walk through fields of clover with her pet bunny Rover to the Easter parade. Farmer Johnson's tractor went wild and it attacked her just like an egg. It cracked her at the Easter parade on the avenue, First Avenue. A photographer took photos that got lots of views on the 5 o'clock news. Now Grandpa's feeling dandy with his new girlfriend Mandy. They ate all Grandma's candy from the Easter parade on the avenue, First Avenue. A photographer took photos, got reused on the 10 o'clock news. Now everyone who knows her has drawn a little closer. We'll toast her with mimosas at the Easter parade.
That was a quick one. That was awesome.
That was
Man,
great.
how many grandma songs have you got?
How many do you need?
I need all of them.
We need 10 grandma songs. Hey, I have a question. So, how much input did you have on the video for Grandma's Got Run Over by a Reindeer?
0.
Okay. Because I just wondered, it's such an odd, weird video that I just wondered what you thought of it.
Now, are you talking about the MTV video or the cartoon?
The MTV video, the live action.
Oh, none at all. But actually, odd thing, I met the guy who directed that last week. I went out to do a thing for him out in San Francisco.
Huh. Oh my gosh!
Oh, cool! Wow.
All these years later.
Oh wow, that is amazing. So, wow.
What's it like to have a hit that has been recurring for 40 years? What does that feel like?
Lucrative.
Good
answer.
How many?
I know
how about
Bobby
this?
Boris Pickett felt, eh?
Yeah. Let's.
Kevin.
Just like on.
I said now he knows how Bobby Boris Pickett felt.
Yeah.
Yeah. 40 years later.
I mean,
he knows.
there's a guy that wrote a single for like 60 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
Well, yeah. What year did? What is that? What song is it?
Grandma.
No.
Grandma Got Run Over by
Monster Mash?
No, Monster Mash. Monster Mash. What year was Monster Mash?
63.
That was in the 60s, like 62 or so.
63.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Although he's probably dead. So.
He
I
is
believe
dead.
he has passed
He
away.
passed away a couple years ago.
And Randy will never die.
But even in his 70s, he kept talking about, it's my once-a-year payday.
Yeah. Well, isn't it? Who wrote Spirit in the Sky? What's his name?
Norman Greenbaum.
Norman Greenbaum.
Wow.
He says he has never made less than $60,000
Trivia
a year
night.
since the year he wrote that song. So every year.
Wow.
Hey, I grew up at that time. It was a song I really liked, so
Yeah,
I remember.
It's a good song.
But you can pull that name
He
out
also
immediately.
did the eggplant that ate Chicago.
Don't ask me what I did last week,
Yeah.
Norman
What'd you
Greenbaum,
have for lunch today? That's the biggest question.
Got no clue.
All right. Well, any more questions
mashed
for Randy?
monster.
Any more questions? No questions. Okay.
Hey,
Randy, everybody,
wait.
let's hear it.
Hey, Randy.
Randy.
Hey, wait.
Randy?
I have a question. Randy, where can we find you if we need to find you?
I'm at 1103 Claremont Avenue.
Excellent.
Or you can look on randybrooksmusic.com.
RandyBrooksMusic.com.
Well, I think
Excellent.
Pete's going to come to your house and ask about Jack Daniels at 3 a.m. now after that song.
He's going to anyway. It's no big deal.
If it happens, record it.
That's right.
Yeah, really.
We want to see it.
We want to
Yes.
see it.
Okay, Steve,
All right,
are we
Brad.
ready? Are we ready?
Yeah, go for it.
So, by the way, this is the point of the show when we ask everybody for money. And this is a great time to go to virtualcomedyshow.com and click donate to the comedians. First of all, Patti needs some money to find her mom and get her out of Mexico City. So please do that. Pete also needs to get a little lighting, maybe a little light or something going on there, because whatever jaundice thing he's got going on is a little creepy. And now we've learned that Randy gets no money. My God, he's gotten a lucrative song. He doesn't get anything from us. So, and I need to get home and get a real camera and a real life. So please go to virtualcomedyshow.com and click donate to the comedians. Go now, everybody. The tote board. Nope, nothing yet. Keep moving. All right, Steve, what are we doing?
We're going to do the worst joke of the week.
Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke.
Boo! That was the worst joke ever.
By the way, the worst joke we're gonna do. I have a thing. It's gonna be a while, so get comfortable. It's gonna be about a minute and a half. Does everyone know the term algo speak? Who knows that term? Algo speak.
Never heard of it.
If Alice doesn't know it, I don't know it.
It is the new name for all the words being created to get around social media platforms' content moderation filters. It's also called aggressive moderation. Aggressive moderation. Aggressive moderation is also what Mitt Romney's wife calls sex.
That's a joke.
No, calm down. I've got a lot going on here. So, a simple explanation of algo speak, people are using unalive because many apps won't let you say dead even anymore. And spicy eggplant is a vibrator. Did you know that? Spicy eggplant is a vibrator. And rectal thermometer is Mitch McConnell. So, so you have to use a different language, as a platform like TikTok will not show people your videos if the algorithm finds objectionable words. One funny algorithm bypass TikTok users are employing was, instead of saying pandemic, they were saying the Backstreet Boys reunion tour. Did you know that? And that led to We Suck Too, a campaign by New Kids on the Block. So, like that. So, okay, I'm 3 more little things and then we're done. A few years ago, and it's bad for some, because a few years ago, YouTube started demonetizing videos that used LGBTQ. Did you know that? And so they created and they changed it to leg booty. They started saying leg booty. So, and wait for your Florida bill, don't say leg booty in kindergarten. And it's also healthcare workers on healthcare sites have now had to find creative words for even like penis and vagina. And did you know nipples is nip-nop? So nip-nop. So I know. So, and of course, you can't even say white racist anymore. You just put up a picture of Senator Josh Hawley. Okay.
Oh! Have a very merry Thursday. It's a special time of week when Thursday bells are pealing and life no longer seems so bleak. Let's open up our presents and carve our Thursday goose and wait for Father Thursday to arrive upon his moose.
You know, we tried to incorporate all the wonderful family traditions that people associate with Thursday.
Thursday comes but once a week, but do not shed a tear, 'cause there are more than 50 Thursdays packed in every year, and every single one of them is full of mirth and glee. So stuff your face and break some wind and join the revelry. Have a very merry Thursday. Put on your orange fez and decorate the Thursday tree with Milk-Bone, Spam, and Pez. Once you've curled your mustache and donned your Thursday clothes, I'll catch you 'neath the mistletoe and punch you in the nose. Merry Thursday, Merry Thursday, Merry Thursday.
Live stream concluded.